Hi, Love Hombo here. Welcome to another video in the series Beginning Tracking Bit by Bit. Each video builds on the preceding video, so be sure to check out the ones that come before this. Today I want to do two things. First, I would like to review what you've accomplished so far. And then I want to give you a powerful new tool that can double, triple, quadruple the enjoyment and success you get out tracking. So let's get at it. So what have you done so far? You've put together your trail pack, you've put together a track pack, or at least assembled items for that. You've used your knowledge of two high probability sites in the woods to find sign. You've gone to those, one or both of those, and found sign using the 6-way filter. Another thing you practiced was slowing down to no more than 1 step per second while you're trying to locate sign, and taking time before you go into an area to just sit and attune your ears, your eyes, your nose to the environment around you. You already know to make sure you have a field notebook with you so you can record things, and to have a camera along as well if you can, to get visuals of things that you can research when you get back home. Now I want to show you my second yellow book. This one is called Field Reference Notes. When I'm traveling light and or looking for a specific species, I take this with me if I don't want to carry Lowery's book with me. There are 5 kinds of data in this book that will greatly speed up and increase the amount of relevant sign that I find. So I want to show you what are those 5 kinds of data and how I organize them. Now, I'll say right off the bat, there's no magic to having these 5 and only these 5 categories of data, but this is what works for me. The first category is measurement data. I have measurement data on tracks, on stride, on scat, on anything I can get measurement data for. That means that when I'm in the field, if I'm looking at a track and I'm wondering, is this animal A or animal B, I can check my measurement data to at least give me some indication and maybe eliminate one of those alternatives. Category 2, you already know. This is the 6-way filter, only now it's filled out with the kinds of signs that I'm going to be looking for. Where did I get those signs to fill in? I got them from reference books, off the internet, and from my own experience walking around and finding sign. So, measurement data, 6-way signs. The third category is a life-size drawing of typical prints. Here you see white-tailed deer, and I make little notes by them that make the track distinguishable and help me tell left side from right side, front tracks from hind tracks. The advantage in making these typical life-size is that I can just look at a track, take a quick measure, hold it up to this, and see if I'm in the ballpark or not. That was category 3. Category 4, common gaits used by the animal I'm tracking. That's to simply speed up my recognition of track patterns in the snow or in whatever the substrate is, so I don't have to scratch my head and try to figure out, let me see, which track pattern is this again? And sometimes track patterns can be confusing, so having a little reference chart like this can speed up your discernment process quite a bit. The final thing I have, I call distinctions. This contains information on how do I distinguish left side from right side and front from back if I'm looking at tracks. And so I have just a few things in here. The second kind of distinction that is in here is how do I tell the difference between one species of a track that looks this way and a different species of a track that looks this way. So in this case, the only species that I could possibly become confused about is elk. So I have a note in here about the difference between elk prints and whitetail prints. So those are the 5 categories. It doesn't matter how much space you give to each one, etc. But it is extremely helpful. And so now that you have gone out and found sign from multiple species using the 6-way filter, what we're going to move on to in the next video is finding as many different signs as possible from a single species which you select yourself before you go out. So what you can do to prepare for that is get a book and label it field reference notes and get all your reference data together so that when we go out together via the camera, you'll have in your hand an easy to access record of exactly what you're looking for. I hope you've been having success with your first field exercise, and I look forward to seeing you during the next field exercise. See you on down the trail.